Assalamu alaikum. Lesson 5, singular and plural. Wahid and tasniya. In Arabic, words are of three categories with regards to number. So it's wahid or mufrad. We'll be hearing probably more mufrad than wahid. Example, rajulun, one man. Dual, tasniya. Dual is emphasized a lot, unlike other languages. And plural will be more than two. Rijalun, more than two men. The dual is formed by adding ani right here. There's a fatha, alif, and noon with kasra at the end. Ya with ya sakin and noon kasra. Halat, that another condition called halat jar. We're gonna learn that later on. Some examples are malikun, one king, malikani or malikaini, based on whatever the word comes before them. It will be two kings. Likewise, you have malikatun with the round ta, one queen, malikatani or malikataini, two queens. Note, in alifun, the terms ani or aini were not written. Instead, these terms were used. Like they used to explicitly say it. Basically, alif right here, if you look on the left side, alifun ma qablaha, alif is maftuhatun wa nunun maksuratun. Ma qablaha, basically alif right here, if you look on the left side, alif before that is maftuh. Alif is maftuhun. Right here we have the alif. Before the alif there's ma qablaha maftuha, the maftuhatun. Alif before that is harf. We have the alif. Before the alif there's noon will be maksur. That's the ani condition, the harf. And the next one is noon will be maksur. Ya ma qablaha maftuhatun. Before ya there's a fatha and noon is maksur. So right here on the left side again, ya is sakin over here. Before the ya is a letter with a fatha, and after the ya, the noon has kasra. So ya'un ma qablaha maftuhatun wa nunun maksuratun. We have chosen the former method for sake of brevity. So basically, we're going to use, this book is going to use ani or aini, just so it's easier for us to see and use. Note number 2: to pronounce ani or aini, one can read the fatha and the sound of an alif and say ani, just like I was saying before, and aini. So this is how we pronounce it. This is how we can pronounce these two conditions. So now tasniya is done. Singular, wahid, mufrad, remember that. Dual or two objects or two things or two people. There. Tasniya and jama is more than two. Plurals on the right hand side again. Plurals are of two types. So more than two, they are of two types. Jama are of two types. Jama, a jam'ul salim and a jam'ul mukassar. The sound plural, basically anything that transforms from a singular word to the plural word in a that's a word. The transformation follows some sort of rules, and jam'ul mukassar, those transformations that do not follow any rules. So the sound plural for a, it says the sound plural is one in which the singular word is, it will remain as is, and some other words, additional letters will be added to it to make it a plural. And that is of two types: masculine, mudhakkar, in which una in halat rafa, nominative case, ina in the accusative and genitive case is appended or added. Like for example, in a don for male, basically it says, for example, if you have muslim, if you have salim, both are sound plurals. So muslim, muslimun is one muslim, muslimuna is many Muslims, and muslimina also many Muslims. Both of these forms, muslimina and muslimuna, are sound plural. Feminine plural, feminine sound plural or jamal salim. For muannas, it will be atun at the end of it in nominative case, or atin. So it's going to be atun, pronounce it this way, or atin in halatan nasab or jar, accusative or generative cases. For example, it'll be for one Muslim female, it's muslimatun. Let me show you here. So over here on top, it's muslimun. You add the word, the round ta next to it, it becomes muslimatun. So muslimun and muslimatun, one female. For Muslim mudhakkar word, it will be muslimuna, and for muannas it will be muslimatun. Right here, focus here, muslimatun. This is that atun. It could also be muslimatin. So the Arab, the last diacritics they're called, is two kasras, muslimatin or muslimatun, two dhammas, based on whatever condition they're in, or their nominative case, halat raf, nasab or jar. For the time being, just remember that for the jam salim, al jam or salim, it'll be una or ina for mudhakkar, and atun and atin for muannas. The broken plurals, jam al mukassar, is one which it doesn't really follow any rules when singular is changed to plural. It has no fixed rules or making. Sometimes alphabets are added or deleted. Sometimes it will be added, deleted, and sometimes just merely changed in the harakat. Examples of jam al mukassar, the broken plural. Nahrun is a river, but plural of it is not nahruna or nahratun, none of that, like on top here, but instead it's anhuru. There's no rule. Rajulun is rijalun. Wazirun, instead of being waziruna, it is uzara'u. Kitab, very and popular word, kitabun. It's not kitabuna, it's kutubun. Khashabun, wood. Khushubun, plural. So each of these, there's no similarity in this transformation. Although all of these are broken, or al-jam' al-mukassar, they don't follow a I guess they don't always follow any pattern. So here anhurun is rijalun, and then it's different. Wajirun, uzara'u, kutub, and then khashabun, khushubun. Amongst all of them, you could see like similarity, but there's no pattern in this, not that I know. And they will be discussed later on in lesson 12. Note number 3, al-jam' al-salim, the sound plural of some feminine words, is like the masculine plurals. So again, don't be confused. It's just the plural of the word. The word sanatun, it is a feminine word. It means year. It is saying that the plural of some of the feminine words, because feminine words on the left hand side, if you see over here, feminine words are supposed to be like muslimun, muslimatun, right? The atun or atin at the end. They are saying some feminine words have the transformation that feel like, or that seems like, the transformation of the muzakkar words over here, which is una or ina. So that's what they're trying to say. So sanatun, being a feminine word, it transforms like the male word, the masculine words. Like sanatun becomes sinuna or sinina, like anu, una, or ina. And sometimes it takes the form of the feminine word, feminine transformation, which is sanawat. So sanatun, the feminine word for year, is a plural. There are three plurals. There are sinuna, sinina, or sanawat. Note number 4, noon that appears at the end of the tasniya, end of the dual form, and the al-jam' al-mudhakkar salim. So the noon that appears at the end of the dual and the sound masculine plural is called noon arabiyya. We will see more of that in lesson 10. Noon arabiyya. Some words are singular in form but refer to a whole group. So when you say nation, the word nation is a word. It's a singular word as a noun, but it refers to the whole group, everybody in a country. There's no singular for them as well, because they are plurals in reality. Such nouns are called ismul jam'. اسم الجمع قوم, a nation. So there's no, you don't say many, you could say many nations, but a nation, it's a singular noun word. uh, it means everybody in that particular country or that qawm. Rahatun, a group. So there's no singular version of them. They are a singular word, but they mean plural. These words are generally used like plurals. So they are used like plurals in sentence. For example, qawmun salihun. So we don't say qawmuna salihuna. We will say qawmun salihun, like that. Or rahatun, a group, like rahatun fujarun or something like that, you know. Number 5, you have learned in lesson 3 and 4 that the adjective corresponds with its noun in Arab, like the endings, being definite, as well as being definite and indefinite, and in gender, being definite and indefinite. Just for a refresher, it's having the word al, alif lam, in front of it. If it doesn't have the alif lam, it means one, like tree, like shajaratun, one tree, ash-shajaratu, the tree. Now remember that the adjective has to correspond with its nouns in number as well. Let's get to number. However, when the noun being described is jam'u غير عاقل, let's say, I'm going to back up a little bit. Let's say if we say one Muslim, top left over here, Muslimani. So if you say two Muslims, two righteous or pious Muslim, will be Muslimani Salihani, right? What they're saying is that is a person or an intelligent being. Number 5 is saying that if the jama, whether it's mudhakkar or muannas, the adjective does not have to correspond, like it has to correspond for a aqil object or aqil word. So the adjective could just take the feminine, singular feminine of it, singular feminine version of it, a muannas version of it. It could sometimes be plural as well. Ayamun. Ayamun, yawmun is one day, ayamun is many days. So ayamun is a plural. So instead of it being ma'dudatun, ma'dudatun is singular wahid muannas. This word right here, it is a muannas form, a singular form. So instead of saying ayamun ma'dudatun, it is usually said as ayamun ma'dudatun. So, and then we could also say ayamun ma'dudatun. Alright, let's get to the vocabulary. Future, allati. Ayah, signs, verse of the Quran. Bayyinatun, clear, manifest. Al-jari, current, present, flowing, like that. Al-madi, past. Haratun, quarter, section of a city. Khadimun, servant. Khadimatun. Khabazun, baker. Male baker will be khabazatun for a female. Khubzun, by the way, means bread, so khabazun is a baker. Khayyatun, tailor, seamstress. Lazy, kaslanun, and then kaslanatun, kaslanatani, and kaslanatun. You know, just like that, the same Salim rules of plural. La'ibun, playing. La'ibatun, la'ibatani, la'ibatun. Or for male, la'ibani, la'ibuna. Shining, lami'un. So it'll be lami'ani, lami'una, lami'atun, lami'atani, lami'atun. Cheerful, mabsutun, mabsutatun, female version of it. Mujtahidun, diligent. Mujtahidatun, mujtahidatun for female. Feminine. Musannadun, musannadatun. Busy, preoccupied. Mashghulun, mashghulatun. Dark. Muslimun, muslimatun. Teacher. Muallimun, muallimatun. Female teacher. Munirun, bright. Muniratun. I don't know if muniratun. I think, yeah, we could also use muniratun. Najjarun, carpenter najjaratun. Exercise number 4. These exercises are getting difficult by the lesson. Translate these phrases into English. Al-muallimu as-salihu. Al-muallimu as-salihu. The righteous teacher. Al-muallimatan, the two female righteous teachers. Al-muallimuna as-salihuna. Jama al-jam'u as-salim. So these are the sound plural. So you had muallimun, and then now you have muallimuna and salihuna, a corresponding adjective that also match the gender and the numbers. Muallimatun mujtahid. So muallimatun, that is many teachers. It's a jama salim for muallimatun, and mujtahidatun, that is a corresponding adjective or sifa. So it means diligent teachers, diligent female teachers. Al-laylatu al-muzlimatu. Al-laylatu al-muzlimatu, the dark night. Qamarun munirun, the bright moon. Qamar, yeah. Qamarun munirun, a bright moon. Ash-shamsul muniratu, the bright sun. Again, we're using a bunch of our skills that we learn, the rules that we learn. This number 7 has alif lam in front of it. It is definite. Number 6 didn't have alif lam. Qamarun, a moon. It's indefinite. Number 9 again. Actually, number 8 again. Al-ainani. So these are definite because it has alif lam. Try to use all of these rules, and then try to in your mind try to just refresh these rules in your mind as you translate them. So right here, number 8, al-ainani, two eyes. Al-la'imatani, ainani, it doesn't have any rounds at the end. If you guys remember, it is feminine. One way to figure that out, because the adjective here, al-la'imatani. So the word la'imun, lami'un, is means shining, but it has a ta at the end, tani. It has a tani at the end. That tells you that this adjective is in the form of the feminine. That means the mazat, or the word that is being described here, it has to be feminine. So ainani, and another rule we learned that for body parts, any body parts that are in two, they are feminine. So ainun, ainani, the shining eyes, the shining two eyes. As-sanatu al-madiyatu, the past year. Ash-shahrul jari, the present month. Al-jariyatu, here we're learning al-anhuru is a jama mukassar. Doesn't matter what jama it is, but it's ghayr aqil, meaning it's unintelligent form or in the plural. And jariyatu, it is jama wahid muannas, because jari, al-jari, the wahid mudhakkar version, and al-jariyatu is the muannas version. So although the ism zat, the word that is being we're describing here, it is in jama form, plural form, the adjective, we could take it in the form of the singular muannas. Haratun, nadhifatun. Sections, haratun, haratun. So this is jama muannas, jama muannas salim. Haratun means section of city. So haratun, many sections of city that are nazifatun. Nazifatun, again, this is a wahid muannas, because haratun is ghayr aqil. So many clean sections of the city. Khayyatun kaslanatun, a lazy tailor or seamstress, female. 14. Al-ibnatani ta'banatani, two daughters here number 15 is tired. So again, this thing here number 15 is indefinite. That's why we say ibnatani means two daughters. Two daughters, whereas number 14 al ibnatani means the two daughters, or the two lazy, I'm saying the two playing daughters. And number 15, two daughters are tired. If we were using the same adjective, it would be ibnatani laibatani, two daughters are playing, versus two playing daughters. Rajulani za'lanani, two displeased, two men are displeased. So two men, rajulani za'lanani, displeased, two men are displeased. 17, as-sinuna latiyatu. As-sinuna, years. This is a jama mukassar, broken plural. Sinuna means the years. Al-latiyatu, this is the adjective, or the adjective is wahid muannas, so it is the future years. Al-hayawanatu, jama muannas salim. As-saghiratu, wahid muannas, adjective. So animals are small, the small animals. An-najjaruna al-kaslanuna. An-najjaruna al-kaslanuna, the lazy carpenters. Wal-khadimuna al-mujtahiduna, and the diligent servants. Zaydun az-za'lanu. Zayd, the displeased. Amrun al-mabsutu. Amr, the cheerful. Ayatun bayyinatun. Bayyinatun, so clear verses, or the manifest signs, clear signs. Khushubun musannadatun. Khushubun from khashabun, so this khushubun is jama mukassar, it's a ghayr aql, and for the adjective wahid muannas, musannadatun, supported, lumber, wood, like that. Translate these phrases into Arabic. A shining eye. Al-ainu lami'un. Al-ainu lami'atun. I'm sorry. Ainun lami'atun. Ainun lami'atun. The two diligent men. Ar-rajulani al-mujtahidani. Mujtahidun mujtahidani. Ar-rajulani al-mujtahidani. Number 3, the preoccupied baker. Al-khabbazu al-mashghulu, the two tired carpenters. Al-ta'banani al-najjarani al-ta'banani, the two tired carpenters. The bright day. Al-yamu al-muniru, I think munir, yeah. Al-yamu al-muniru. Al-khayyatatu al-jamilatu, the tired servants. Al-khadimuna at-ta'banuna, so it's ta'banun, khadimuna at-ta'banuna, the tired servants. Number 8, the lazy tailor. Al-khayyatu al-kaslanu. Al-khayyatu al-kaslanu, the flowing rivers. Al-anhuru al-jariyatu. Again for number 9, al-anhuru is jama mukassar, and it's because it's ghayr aqil, unintelligent, we will take the adjective to be wahid muannas, which is al-jariyatu. The large animals. Al-hayawanatu al-kabiratu. So the large is Kabirun, we'll take the female form of it. Kabirat. The current year. As-sanatu, as-sanatu, as-sanatu al-jariyatu, as-sanatu al-jariyatu. Year is feminine, so we got to take the correct adjective, which is al-jariyatu. The past month, madi, so month is shahr. Ash-shahru al-madi, ash-shahru al-madi. The past years. So years has three plurals, so it could be sinuna or sinina or sanawat. So we could say as-sinuna. Let's look up as-sinuna. The past, al-madiyatu, as-sinuna al-madiyatu. Number 14, servant. Al-khadimu al-mabsutu, al-khadimu al-mabsutu. Test number 2. What is murakkab? Murakkab, compound, more than one words, phrase. How many types of compounds are there? Murakkab tam and murakkab naqis. Murakkab tam means a complete phrase. Complete phrase means sentence, which also means jumla. Murakkab naqis means a phrase, basically phrase that is incomplete sentence. And there are a couple of murakkab naqis we've been introduced or been told before in lesson 3, I believe. So those are like murakkab tawsifi, murakkab idafi, and murakkab adadi. Adadi is the number, idafi is possession, like you could say adadi numbers we didn't do yet. Murakkab tawsifi is what we're doing, like with the adjectives and sifa. And murakkab idafi is kind of like ownership. You could say Baitu Rajulin, Baitu Zaidin, like Zaid's house, that kind of ownership. Murakkab tawsifi. Okay, so part of it, the word that gets described, it's ismu zat, and the descriptive word of the adjective is called ismu sifa. In which aspect does the adjective have to be correspond to the noun, and what other expectations? Explain the examples. This is like a whole topic. The numbers, gender, and the i'rab, the endings, definiteness, indefiniteness, things like that. The signs of feminine words. One major sign is ta tanis, the round ta, and then there are signs. We have alif al-maqsura, ya with standing kasra on top, or hamza. Okay, in spite of having the signs of being feminine, which words are okay? Number 6, sorry. Which words feminine without any signs? These are the ismu or muannas simai. We heard from the Arabs. We just take them as is, like ummun, arusun, and the names of some countries like Misr and words like that. In spite of having being feminine, which words are masculine? Like rafatun right here. It's still masculine. Or khalifatu, it has a round at the end, but it is a masculine word. Number 8. What is the rule for making the dual and sound plural forms? For a dual, just put ani or aini at the end, and sound masculine plural, you put una or ina at the end of them, end of the word. Jamal mukassar, and the rule of forming it. Jamal mukassar is broken plural. There is no particular rule for forming it. It just we sometimes add letters or delete letters, or just change the harkat or the diacritics at the end of the word. What like kitabun, kutubun, naharun, anhuru, wazirun, wuzara, like that. Number 10. What are the broken plurals? Nahar. What are the plurals of them? So nahrun is anhuru, rajulun is rijalun, khashabun is khushubun. What is the plural for sanatun? There are 3 plurals. Sanatun means year. It's a feminine word. So it is a feminine word, but the transformation of this feminine word is very similar to the transformation of the jama mudhakkar salim, or the sound plural of male masculine words. Sanatun will be sinuna, sinina, or sanawat, sometimes the female version as well. Number 12. What is the difference between jama and ism jama. Jama is a plural of sound words. Jama is that plural word that which has a singular form, like muslimun, like muslimuna, singular of which is muslimun. Ism jama is like qawmun, but it doesn't have any singular form of it. Number 13, form as many murakkab tawsifi as possible from the following words, nouns and adjective. So qamarun, munirun, right? So we could say qamarun munirun. So let's say rijalun, we could say rijalun salihun, salihuna. It's too many words. We just got to let me translate all these words for you, then you guys can mix and match. Qamarun, moon. Shamsun, sun. Inabun, it says grapes. Labanun, milk. Asalun, honey. Harbun, war. Ardun, earth. Bintane, two girls. Rijalun, many men. It's a plural form. Sinuna, many years. Kutubun, many books. Ayamun, many days. Hulwun, I think it's sweet or something. I forgot the meaning of this. Hulwun. Salihun, righteous, pious. Nafi'un, beneficial, benefactor. Munirun, bright. Mudawwarun, round. So this is adjective. Munirun, adjective. Madiyatun, past, adjective. Jariyatun, present, adjective. Salihun, adjective. Hulwun, I think also adjective. So you could just mix and match like ashamsu, ashamsul muniratu. We can also say bintani, salihatani, ardun, mudawwaratun, asalun, hulwun, and so on. And that concludes lesson 5. I will see you guys inshallah in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum.